WTMM Mechanicsville, a Town Square media station.
Hey, it's Roger Wylie from Big Board Sports. You are listening to your home for New York Sports 104.5 The Team.
And now, it's time for Levack and Gaz to answer the question, why?
Why? Tell me why?
Why?
Roland Williams' laugh is way nicer than that laugh. Way nicer. Wednesday Why? Basically, the way this works, there are befuddling and confusing things in the world of sports. Gaz proposes the question as a why, and we all try to make sense of it.
That's right. We can't answer why not or I don't know. Not allowed. First question.
Why not?
New York Giants wide receiver Odell Beckham Jr. is not in the discussion for the NFL League MVP. Why?
It's weird. I was actually watching the. I'm glad you brought this up. The ESPN poll where they talk about who the leading candidates are for the MVP each week.
The MVP tracker, dare we say?
Yes. And Tom Brady has overtaken Derek Carr for the lead. Third is Stafford. The one thing I really like about this list is there are non-quarterbacks on it finally. Zeke Elliott coming in at fourth in this. Khalil Mack, David Johnson, Von Miller, and Justin Tucker getting votes. Dude, who's more valuable for Baltimore than Justin Tucker?
He's a really good kicker.
And he did the sup dog joke, the up dog joke. Smells like up dog in here.
When you listed off all those names, did I not hear Odell Beckham Jr.?
No, because and no other wide receivers either. And I think part of that is there's a stigma in the voting. OBJ cannot take over a game on his own. Someone has to get him the football. And that's why wide receivers, even though he's the most valuable Giant, he's still, if Eli's not there, can Nassib get him the ball? I don't know.
And some would say, and Brian brought up this point yesterday, he was filling in for you, that Landon Collins is getting a lot of love, maybe for Defensive Player of the Year award for how well he's played. But I know this, for a team that is a playoff team, if you take Aaron Rodgers, if the Packers make the playoffs and they get in, he's got to get a lot more votes, because I know what the Packers would look like without Rodgers. They would be terrible.
Right.
If you take Odell Beckham Jr. off the New York Giants offense, they would be in rough shape. I don't care if it's Eli, Nassib, Phil Simms.
You sure Sterling Shepard wouldn't step up or something like that? I'm just saying.
I haven't seen a sign of that yet this season. Every time the Giants have needed a big play this season, they've relied on 13. It's a playoff team. I think he's got to at least be in the discussion for the MVP.
Discussion, yes. Give it to him. I think I kind of side with. Listen, 9 times out of 10, or 99 times out of 100, it's going to go to a quarterback. You know what I mean? That's the guy. He gets the most blame when you lose. He gets the most credit when you win. So my why would be, maybe he learns to throw the ball to himself, and we'll give it to him.
When it comes to MVP voting, think about this. Chris Johnson, one of the last running backs who ran for 2,000 yards, he didn't get a single MVP vote.
Right.
He ran for 2,000 yards. He didn't get a single vote. So that's what happens in these voting categories.
A little craziness sometimes.
Buffalo Bills fans want quarterback Cardell Jones to start this week. Why?
He looks the part, and last time he was out there, not last time, but when he was making headlines, he's winning his first 4 wins as a starting quarterback in college. He got rings.
Yeah. He was winning Big Ten championships, college football playoffs. Yeah.
He just looks the part. Like my issues with Tyrod Taylor, I don't have with Cardell Jones, but my issues with Cardell Jones, I don't have with Tyrod Taylor. Jones is a winner. You've seen him do it, but he's a head case. Can you get his head right? Tyrod Taylor's not necessarily a winner, in my opinion, but he's not a head case.
By head case, do you mean someone who goes off on social media, which Cardell Jones has done, or also that we don't know what Cardell Jones can actually do when it comes to reading the defense in the NFL? Like, physically talented, you and I have no doubt that he looks the part.
Yes.
But can he read a defense? Does he know the audibles? Does he know this and
There's a lot to it. He had a chance to take that Ohio State team over, and he couldn't do it.
Couldn't beat out J.T. Barrett or Braxton Miller in camp. Now, Miller got moved to wide receiver, but still.
But, again, he didn't. Yeah, the guys that wouldn't be starting quarterbacks in the NFL, he couldn't beat them when it was given to him, when everybody wanted him to do it. But in the past, we've seen him under the game, throw a little underneath, throw a little over, run with the football, and people don't want to hit him. The
Oakland Raiders, technically, because he's the head coach. I get there's other people involved there in the NFL, but he's had to work under Nick Saban as an assistant, where he says, I'm sick and tired of Nick Saban taking all my credit for this offense running well. I'm sick of Nick Saban yelling at me during games. I'll go do my thing if people want me. I want to run the show.
I mean, I guess you could put it that way, but I think it's more of a I'm ready. You know what I mean? Like, it's time for me to be a head coach, and I'm not going to take the shiniest one on the table anymore. I think I can make a difference at FAU. I think I can dominate my competition. I think I can turn that program into something fun. And then if Bama or somebody wants to call me afterwards, I'll go. I think this probably is the first head coach job he should have had. He probably should have went to a school this level from the rip. But if somebody offers you Tennessee and then USC and then Oakland and you know what I mean? Like
can't not say no. Sure.
Yeah, no, I'll be there. Yeah, so I like this. I actually like this move a lot, and I'm going to watch Florida Atlantic University next year.
No, you're not.
Oh yeah, I am.
Are you just to see Kiffin going crazy?
Oh yeah. I think they're gonna. I want to see how quick he turns them around.
This one involves The Office here coming up next. You and I did not participate in The Office's Secret Santa. Why?
I don't like people. No, I knew.
You told someone that today, and she agreed with you and said, "Oh, that's a good point."
You want me to bring the mood down?
Kind of, I guess.
I knew that I had some other serious personal issues I had to deal with when they asked, and I just didn't feel like getting involved. You know what? No, the real reason I didn't? It's $10.
Now I feel terrible.
$10.
So what if it's $10?
I can't get anything cool for $10. Make it $25, and I will go do it.
I want to criticize your answers, but mine is clearly worse than yours. I bought a Secret Santa gift for someone here at the office, of course, not knowing who my Secret Santa would be, but I already bought my gift in advance. And I liked my gift so much, I said, no, that's now for me. I want that gift.
So you're greedy and I'm generous. Like, seriously, I can't. What am I going to get you for $10? What am I going to go find you for $10?
A Harambe shot glass.
Yeah, okay.
Which I got myself.
I wouldn't even know where to look for that. I
can give you the site.
Make it $25. I'll go get you a cool hat or something, a nice pair of gloves. I don't like. Dinner and a movie. I get you a gift card to Regal or something. $10. What am I going to do? Last year, $10. I got one of the morning people on another station. I went and got this nice breakfast I had delivered while they were here. I don't think that was a good present. Really?
My Secret Santa last year got me a 6-pack with my name on it. They just put a little sticker and it's a Godzilla or something 6-pack. I bought my Secret Santa last year a Disney Christmas CD. She was a female and I thought it'd work. I have one more for you. Don't think you get off the hook here. You don't like Kevin Costner. Why?
He's so pretentious and annoying.
Have you met him in your travels through the media land?
Yes.
You really have?
Yeah.
Can you tell me the story or no? Is it not worth sharing?
I mean, not really even met him. He was when he was trying to launch that country music career. I was working in country radio. Mm-hmm. He's just I don't know, man. You know what it is? Waterworld. You know what else it is? Every movie after Tin Cup.
Like, we go through the great actors in sports movie history for the love of the game. I mean, Field of Dreams. People brought up Draft Day.
Field of Dreams. It's so whiny.
It's whiny.
I was like, whatever.
He is the actor of all-time sports movies.
Yeah, that's the other thing, too. Is he, though? Like, if you were really going to go make a sports movie tomorrow, is he the guy you're putting in? I'll go get Balboa.
He's in Bull Durham. I almost forgot Bull Durham. Crash Davis himself.
Yeah.
You're getting who if you're making a sports movie? De Niro?
I get Stallone. I'll get John Cena. I don't know. I liked him in Draft Day. I didn't hate Draft Day. 3 Days to Kill was terrible.
I really liked Christian Bale in The Fighter.
Him and Jonathan Kent in Man of Steel, I was like, I can't take it.
Man of Steel wasn't great.
Hatfields and McCoys, he was the worst part of that miniseries.
Those are 2 good points in a row I have an issue with.
The Company Men, The New Daughter. Like, you know what my problem with him? Swing vote. I think that we got to a point where he should have started saying no to scripts.
He became the
postman.
He became the Nicolas Cage of sports movies? Is that what you're getting at?
Every movie. 13 Days, Road to Graceland. Come on. Message in a Bottle ruined my life. Worst chick flick movie I've ever been forced to watch.
Interesting question coming in here on Twitter. Does Beverly Hills Ninja count as a sports movie?
The Range, which was shown by Chris Farley in that movie, it brought a tear to my eye. The fact that it didn't get serious Oscar notifications, I just thought was ridiculous. That was terrible. That was a great. I remember I watched that movie at the Madison Theater all by myself. I was the only one in the theater.
Really?
I was the only one there.
You're like a private screening
Yes.
of Beverly Hills Ninja.
Me, a bucket of popcorn, and Chris Farley.
Eating away.
Yeah.
Farley, this is your last one, huh?
At one point, I got up in the front where there's a room, and I was just acting it out because there's nobody there. I might as well have fun with it. It was great. I love watching movies by myself. Hey, guys, is it too early to do an NFL mock draft?
No, it's never too early.
Good, because we're doing one next.
I'm Roger Wyland. Coming up tomorrow on Big Board Sports, we're talking college basketball.
I want to see him live up to his potential, and I think that's what Bills fans are hoping for.
Bills fans have turned into Jets fans from 4 weeks ago. They want to see the backup because they think the quarterback now playing is not going to be there in the future. But here's the thing you may have missed yesterday from our interview with Sal Capaccio. Sal says a lot of people do not realize this, that in the Tyrod Taylor kind of one contract, two contract, weird mess that he's signed for the Bills, he has what I'm going to call the RG3 clause, where last season, if Robert Griffin III got hurt for Washington, they were on the hook to pay him the next season a lot of money. Same goes for Tyrod Taylor. If Tyrod Taylor gets hurt, tears his ACL, breaks his leg, whatever, in the next 3 games, the Bills are on the hook to pay him for 2017. So that's why some Bills fans want to see Cardale Jones.
Yeah, so is it, let me ask you why. Is it because they like Cardale Jones, or is it because they just really don't want Tyrod Taylor?
Right, and Cardale Jones is the third stringer. EJ Manuel's the second string, so they're just skipping over.
We've seen that movie.
Right, so they're skipping over EJ, too, there.
That movie, somebody comes in, steals your popcorn, takes your soda, rips the end of the film off.
Third one here on the Y. Carmelo Anthony sat for most of the fourth quarter yesterday in a Knicks loss. Why?
I believe that the voices that be in Knicks land heard Jeff Levack when he said you can't play him for a full game and expect to get too far. Or he just really wasn't working in the offense and he decided to make a point and sit him down.
I think it's the second one.
Okay.
Because it was one of these things.
I like the one where I was cool.
It was one of these things where the Knicks are down by double digits and they just toss the lineup there for the start of the fourth quarter, and then all of a sudden Hornacek's looking around thinking, hey, we're cutting the lead down. Oh, we have the lead. I'm not going to touch anything. I'm going to get out of the way.
Right.
And it was great because Carmelo and Noah and Rose, those guys weren't pouting on the bench. They were the loudest supporters. They were cheering. They were waving the towels. So good for them for being good teammates. I get Carmelo Anthony's a superstar. But if the Knicks lineup's working against the Phoenix Suns and it's the backups, roll with it. That's kind of what happened.
Yeah, I don't hate it. I think that it proves a point, too. I mean, we've had people say build around KP. You kind of saw a glimpse of that when all 3 of the aging superstars were on the bench.
Number 4 here, Lane Kiffin is the head coach of Florida Atlantic football. Why?
Owls are cool.
That's not acceptable. That is not an acceptable answer. Owls are cool.
I think this is, all right. You're talking about a guy who at one point was given everything, and a lot of people begrudged him for it. He's now going to work his way up. He's taking, if I'm not mistaken, he's taking a mild pay cut to be a head coach.
He is.
Yeah, he's going from 1.5 or 1.4 a year to $1 million a year.
Yeah.
Now, granted, look, I'd love to have those problems in my life, but you take a fifth of your pay away right now and go live your life the way you live your life today.
I would be living on a street.
Right. And dude, guess who'd be right next to you?
You.
Me. We'd have the coolest cardboard boxes duct taped together. But I mean, granted, hopefully he's saved some of that money he's made over time and it doesn't really affect him that poorly. But he's now going to take the entry-level head coach position. And since he signed on, the kid, was it DeAndre Johnson? Is that the kid from Florida State?
Yes.
I think that's his name.
Yeah.
Who got in trouble. Guess where he wants to go?
Florida Atlantic.
He wants to play for Lane Kiffin.
Do you think this has anything to do with an ego? Where Lane Kiffin's been a boss at USC, the boss at Tennessee, the boss